Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading, and for today's video I am very excited to come at you guys with my January new releases for 2024. I've always wanted to film one of these videos for you guys on my channel for quite a while, but I could never do it until I figure out all my editing software. So I'm filming on my new Sony camera right now, which I'm so excited that this is working. You guys are on a tripod stand as well. Let me know if this is a good angle, if I need to change it or not. I think it looks all okay. But anyways, let's jump into this video because there's a lot of books. I just realized I forgot one, so hold on. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that. I realized I forgot one of my new releases. So in front of me, I have this paper. Obviously, this has all my new releases on here. And as I'm filming this, this is January 4th. As I'm filming this, you guys will probably see this sometimes next week. So if any of these are out, happy belated or happy book birthday, depending on when I upload this video. I will try and put covers here on this side or on this side, whichever side I feel like it. So let's get started. As you can see, I have quite a few books already, just because, like I said, it's already the 4th as I'm filming these. So I will save these for the end of the video or until I get to them. So I'm going to set these on the floor. And let's get started. Well, why don't we? And I don't know which of these titles are from Wednesday Books, so if I can figure that out, I'll probably let you guys know down in the comments below. But anyways, let's get started because we have a lot of books here to talk about today. So my first most anticipated read for January 2024 is no surprise. It is House of Flame and Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 3 of the Crescent City trilogy. I was told this is no longer a trilogy. I was told this is going to get contracted for 2 more books. So that's really exciting for us Sarah J. Maas fans. This says the stunning 3rd book in the sexy action-packed Crescent City series, following the global best-selling House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky of Breath, is the sequel to the #1 New York Times bestselling series. And this series reaches new heights as Bryce and Hunt world is brought to the brink of collapse, with its future resting on their shoulder. So I won't be talking too much about that book just because it is the 3rd and final book of the trilogy, with 2 more on the way, so that's super exciting. And I won't be reading that one in January because I'm going to save that for my binge series along that I have going on with my friend Lori. We just started reading The Assassin's Blade tonight. I'll leave that video up above or down below. But yeah, that comes out January 30th. The next book I have an e-arc of, and that is The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. This is an adult thriller standalone novel. This one says, when Ruby McTavish, what? What did I type? I'm so sorry. This is so funny to me. I don't know what I'm saying here. When Callahan, Woodward, Miller, Kimura, what names are these? When someone dies, she's not only North Carolina's richest woman, she's also the most notorious. The victim of a famous kidnapping as a child and a widow 4 times over, Ruby ruled the tiny town of Travis Scott from Ashby House, her family's estate high in Blue Ridge Mountains. In the aftermath of her death, that estate, along with the 9-figure fortune and the legacy of being a McTavish, passed to her adopted son. So I don't know too much about it. That was kind of confusing. I'm so sorry. I'll leave Goodreads link down below if y'all want to go check them out. But most of these summaries are from Goodreads. The next book I do own. Let me put my paper here. The next book I do own, I actually just got this today. I've just filmed my Book of the Month unboxing for January. And my January main pick for Book of the Month was The Fury by Alex Michaelides. This is Michaelides' 3rd novel, I think. I have The Silent Patients and The Shadows. Not The Shadows, sorry. The Maidens. I read both books and I absolutely loved them. So I'm super excited to be reading The Fury. I'm actually doing a giant group buddy read with a group of friends of mine on Instagram. I'll leave them all down below in the description. This one says, "This is a tale of murderer." Or maybe that's not quite true. At its heart, it's a love story, isn't it? Lana Farrah is a reclusive ex-movie star and one of the most famous women in the world. Every year, she invites her closest friend to escape the English weather and spend Easter on her idyllic private Greek island. I tell you this because you may think you know this story. You probably read about it at the time. It caused a real stir in the tabloids, if you remember. It had all the necessary ingredients for a press sensation, a celebrity, a private island cut off by the wind, and a murderer. Ooh, it sounds so good. I know a couple of my friends from our group chat have already read this week, and I just haven't yet because I was waiting for my copy to come. But hopefully I will be able to read this next because I'm almost finished with my current read, which is Defend the Dawn. This comes out January 16th. On January 9th, I don't know if I'm going to read this one, but I added this to my list in case you guys are excited for it. On January 9th, we have The Atlas Complex by Olivia Blake. This is the third and final book of the Atlas 6 trilogy. I own book 1, but I haven't read it yet, and I don't know if I should. I do have 2 other books by Olivia Blake on my shelf currently, so maybe I'll read one of her books. Maybe I'll start with the Atlas 6 and then binge read that trilogy. But I won't talk much about that one because it is a finale of that series. Next one, I think Owl Crate might be doing this for their January box. And this is, this one already came out on the 2nd this week. And that is A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft. It says, in this romantic fantasy of manners from New York Times bestselling author Allison Saft, a magical dressmaker commissioned for a royal wedding, finds herself embroidered in a scandal when a gossip columnist draws attention to her undeniable chemistry with the groom. Ooh, okay. It sounds really good, and I really do think this is going to be the January pick for Owl Crate, so sorry if you guys did not want to be spoiled, but that's my guess. January 23rd, I own this one. You'll see this in my January TBR post on Instagram later this week. And that is No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. I got this as my December add-on pick. So very excited to jump into this. This comes out January 23rd. So I have this a little bit early. So I'm going to be physically reading this one this month as well. The book for this one says, 3 sisters, 2 murderers, and too many secrets to count. 14 years ago, the Palmer sister, Emma, Juliet, and Daphne, left their home in Arden Hills and never returned. But when Emma discovers she's pregnant and her husband loses his job, she has no option but to return to the house that she and her estranged sisters still own and where their parents were murdered. Like, all of these adult thrillers are sounding the same, but yet they all keep sounding so good. So very excited for this one as well. And I actually haven't read a book by Kate Alice Marshall yet, so hopefully I like this one. Not me just realizing I have 2 Book of the Month picks on this stack. Gotta flip to my next page. Oh yes, on January 2nd, this one also came out this week. This is my June book club pick for Goodreads, but I'm definitely reading this in January instead of June. And that is the conclusion to the Song of Silver Flame Like Night duology. I have book 2, which is Dark Star Burning, Ashes Fall White. I won't be talking too much about this just because this is a finale of this duology. Just know I absolutely loved book 1. Look forward to my top 10 of the year because that might be on my top 10 list. Or it will be for sure. Very excited for this. I just saw that one of my friends, I forgot her name. future me can put it on the screen or down below. She just read this book for like the past 3 days and she was sobbing today on her Instagram story. So I'm so scared to see what happens in my new favorite series. And I'm also so sad that this is only a duology, but looking forward to seeing how this wraps up. And hopefully I don't cry in this one like my friend did. But also, can we just take a moment for this beautiful book? And then also on the end pages, what? Oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait to read it. But yet, I'm also too scared to read it because it is a finale of a series. The next one I have is called These Deadly Prophecies by Andrea Tang. This is a YA thriller standalone novel. This says a teenager sorcerer's apprentice must solve her boss's murder in order to prove her innocent in this twisty, magical infused murder mystery perfect for fans of Knife Out and The Inheritance Game. Again, another plot of somebody's murder. Somebody has to figure out who done it. All these YA and adult thrillers are literally sounding the same. I don't know about you guys. On January 16th, we have So Let Them Burn, Book 1 of the Divine Traders series by Camila Cole. I think is how you say the author's first name. This says, whip smart and immersive, this Jamaican-inspired fantasy follows a God's blessed heroine who is forced to choose between saving her sister or protecting her homeland. And I hear this has dragons and it's a lesbian main character as well, which I am intrigued by. So hopefully this one is good. And this cover is also stunning. So maybe I'll buy this one in person soon. This one came out on the 2nd, and I don't have this one yet, but I know my library has it in their catalog, so maybe I'll check it out. And that's Stay With My Heart by Tashi Buna. I'm so sorry for butchering it. This is a YA contemporary standalone from the author of Counting Down With You and A Show for Two. Comes a new YA contemporary about a girl who accidentally sabotaged an up-and-coming local band and falls for the guitarist while secretly trying to make up for her mistake. It sounds so good, but yet last year me has not read a single contemporary book or even romance, so I'm hoping 2024 we can read more contemporaries and get back to our favorite genre, because as you guys know, if you've been here for quite a while, you guys knew like early on my channel all I did was contemporary books until I got into fantasy, and now I'm contemporary and fantasy and now a little bit of thrillers, which is exciting. So that one comes out January 2nd. On January, why do I have January 30th? That's the wrong date. On January 16th, we have Beast of War by Ayana Gray. This is the third and final book of the Beast of Prey trilogy. I read book 1 for my book club. Absolutely loved it. I'm not really going to say too much about this except the tagline that I put from Goodreads. This says, in this epic conclusion to her New York Times bestselling series, Ayana Gray delivers a heart-pounding fantasy adventure filled with myths, monsters, and mortal heroes who are astonishingly human. I'm so excited. I pre-ordered this one, so hopefully this one comes to me the day of release. And I still need to read Beasts of Ruin, but this is on my January TBR, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a reading vlog of rereading Beasts of Prey and then jumping into book 2, and then hopefully by the time I do that, I can jump into book 3, which is Beasts of War, because it's been almost 2 years since I've read Beasts of Prey, so I definitely am due for a reread. On January 30th, or January 23rd, we have Out of Our League by Delilah Alder. This is a short story collection. She's known for all these short stories. This is a compelling YA anthology from editors Delilah Alder, my gosh, my words, and Jennifer Lacopoli about the trials and triumphs of girls in sports. Need I say more? Then we have, I haven't read book 1 to this one yet, But we have Emily Wilde's Maps of Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. That comes out January 16th, so this comes out the same day as Beasts of War. I'm not going to talk much about that, but I know other people are excited, so I'm going to put that on my list. January 30th, I'm very excited for this YA thriller, and that is The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. This is the same author who wrote House of Hollows and House of Hollows. It states, from the author of the New York Times bestselling House of Hollow comes a darkly seductive witchy thriller where both the men and demons lurk in the shadows. Girls refuse to go quietly into the night. Sounds intriguing. Next one is The Getaway List by Emma Lord. I love Emma Lord's writing, so I'm super excited for this. I've read all of her books except Begin Again, so this one comes out January 23rd, and this is a YA contemporary standalone novel, and it says, the day of her high school graduation, Riley realizes two things. One, that she spent the last 4 years trying so hard to be a good kid for her mom that she has no idea who she really is anymore, and two, she has no idea what she wants because of it. So it sounds like a coming-of-age novel trying to discover yourself after high school, which relatable. On January 23rd as well, I'm so excited. I'm literally reading book 2 at the moment, and that's Destroy the Day by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the third and final book of the Defy the Night trilogy. Very excited for it. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it is a finale, so third and final book. I'm currently reading book 1 and absolutely loving it. So I'm actually doing that for a weekly vlog right now. So I'll talk more about book 2 in my weekly vlog. And then hopefully my pre-order of book 3 will come the day of. On January 18th, this cover is so stunning, you guys. It is Feybound by Sarah Al-Arifi, I think. This is the first book in the Feybound trilogy. It says, from the Sunday Times bestselling author of The Final Strifes, come an enchanting new trilogy. It says, divided by blood, imprisoned by fate, bound by desire, welcome to the intoxicating world of the Fae. Fae story, first in an adult fantasy trilogy. Need I say more? And this cover, gorgeous. Next one, I say this all the time, but I'm also very excited for this next one. We have The Breakup Tour by Emily Webley and Austin Sigma Broca. This is their newest adult romance novel that's coming out in January. Obviously, it comes out the 23rd. This says, a rising star musician has a second chance at love with an old flame she remembers all too well in a swoony romance from the acclaimed authors of The Roughest Draft. Did you get that reference? Because I did. On January 9th, this one should be coming to me the day of because I just checked my tracking for this. It's Mizland in Parts Half Known by Shauna McGuire. This is book 9 of the Wayward Children series. This has dinosaur, portal, and a girl who can find both in the same world in the latest installment of the Wayward Children series. My gosh, why are my words messing up? On January 16th, I have Most Ardently, I think is how you say it, by Cabe Cole Nova. This follows a trans boy searching for a future and a romance in which he can live and love openly as himself in this heart-wrenching YA reimagining of Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, part of the Remix Classic series, set in London 1812. The next book I have is Okay Cupid by Mason Deaver. This is a new book by Mason Deaver. This is my book club pick for the month of February for Crew Reads. If you want to join along with us, please do so and let me know down below. So this one says, you can think you know everything about love until you fall in love and discover how little you know. As a Cupid, Jude thinks they understand love a little bit more than the average human. It makes sense. Jude's been studying love their whole teen life. And yes, there have been some bumps in the road, and they're currently on a probation for doing something they that they absolutely definitely should have done, but they're ready to prove that they can make matches without getting too involved. It sounds cute. It's LGBT, and I know Mason Deaver is an author for me, and I believe we might have an author interview with Mason at the end of February, so that's very exciting for me. So I can't wait to read this. This one's gonna get read either January this month or February. On January 9th, we have The Lost Ones by Lauren DeStefano. This is book 2 of the Dark Ascension series. This says Journey to the Neverland in the second book of the Disney Villains Focus Dark Ascendant series, which shares the untold story of teenage Captain Hook and his twin sister Marlene, penned by the New York Times bestselling author. So, young Hook, let's see how it goes. And then on January 30th, we have Escape from Valo by Daniel Jose Older. This is technically like book 10 of the High Republic series. Sorry, my nose. This is the newest middle grade novel from Daniel Jose Older. This is the journey to embattled occlusion zone in the action-packed adventure set hundreds of years before the Skywalker saga. It is a dark and dangerous time for the galaxy in which communication has been rendered nearly impossible in nihil control space as a nefarious pirate continued to threaten the Republic's very existence. So, yeah, those are all my books that I have on my list. I do have one more physical book to talk about, and this one comes out January 16th, and that is A Drop of Venom by Sanjan Patel. I have a bookmark in this because I am planning on physically reading this for my weekly vlog. Like I said, I'm almost done with my current read, Defend the Dawn, so this will be my next read. This is a Medusa retelling, so I'm very excited. The tagline says, all monsters and heroes have beginning. And this says, 16-year-old Manisha is no stranger to monsters. She's been running from them for years, from beast who roams the jungle to the king's army who's forced her people to scatter to the ends of the earth. You might think that the kingdom fame holy temples atop the floating mountain where Manisha is now a priestess would be safe, but you would be very wrong. Sounds so good, and I cannot wait to read this one this week, and hopefully I'll love this because I have a feeling this might be a 5-star prediction because this is underneath the Rick Riordan and Presents company, and this is a YA standalone first book of a series. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's a first in a series, but again, I could be wrong. This comes out January 16th this month, and I already have it, so I'm definitely going to read this. I'm thinking of annotating this too because I just bought new annotation tabs, so hopefully I'll get this read in the month of January, and you'll see this again in my January wrap-up. So there you have it. Those are all the books that I am looking forward to in the month of January. What are you looking forward to reading? Let me know down in the comments below. If you made it all the way through the end of the video, please leave a book emoji, any book emoji that you want. And now if you need me, I'm going to go read because I have some new releases that I need to read and review for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!